Sahaja Yoga isn't about conquering or controlling others, but about conquering oneself. Sahaja Yoga guides us in overcoming challenges according to its principles. Every problem stems from a cause. To free ourselves from problem, we must transcend these causes. If the cause is absent from our attention, so too will be the effect. In normal way, we usually try to solve problem mentally or emotionally, getting entangled in situation, and we do remember God when emergency comes, and we feel as human we cannot do anything. Meditation in Sahaja Yoga facilitates our growth and detachment from root causes of effect. In the absence of a cause, effect ceases to exist. Also, another aspect is releasing emotional attachment and embracing surrender. In other words, to get rid of all the emotional binding and surrender. This twofold process allows us to become detached from cause and effect, ultimately leading to a state of inner peace and liberation. These powers improve our personality and changes our gross emotional character and our gross mind and our physical vulgarity. Anger and physical rudeness can also be overcome. Shamataji has said, we don't need to wait for emergency to come. We don't have to go through emergency or such trouble. Just develop ourselves in such a way that we are so evolved that it simply act and succeed. Hence, we can overcome problems simply applying techniques like surrendering, meditation, getting rid of emotional bindings, increasing compassion, and having knowledge of Sahaja. We must decondition ourselves by attaching emotionally to our mother. Divine shouldn't be like a kind of material thing. Okay, that's fine. The picture of mother is there. Say namaste. Let's go. That's good. Hello, mother, finished. It's not so. You have to know our mother. Have to love our mother with complete surrender. And by that, we start feeling vibration. And it is nothing but our mother's love. So today, let's embrace these vibrations together.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to invite Savako-san for tonight's meditation.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Vertika. So let us start tonight's meditation. 皆さんこんばんは。では今日はご一緒に瞑想をしていきましょう。So let us sit relaxed with our palm upwards on our laps. And let us breathe in and breathe out. Deeply, slowly. And let us sit relaxed. ではリラックスして座って深呼吸を数回していきましょう。余計な力を抜いていきましょう。So let us start our meditation with raising our Kundalini and take collective Bandhan. では、バンダンの動作をして瞑想に入っていきましょう。Let us use our right hand from our sacrum bone area to the top of our head. Let us raise our hand slowly along our central channel to raise our Kundalini 3 times. では右手を使って仙骨からクンダリーニをゆっくりと中心線に沿って 上げていきましょう。3回ほど行ってみましょう。Mother Kundalini, please come to our Saswara. 母なるクンダリーに、どうかサハスラーラまでおいでください。Now let us feel the vibrations on top of our head. 頭頂のバイブレーションをまずは感じてみましょう。Let's put our hands back on our laps and let's leave our attention where we have felt on top of our head. 右手を膝の上に戻して自分の注意を軽く頭頂に置いておきましょう。Mother Kundalini, please lead us to the meditative state. 母なるクンダリーに、どうか私たちを思考を超えた瞑想の状態に導いてください。Let us balance our channels, starting from the left side. Let us put the right hand on the floor or towards the floor. まずは左の経路からバランスを整えていきましょう。右手を床の方に置くか受けるかしてみましょう。Mother Kundalini, please absorb all imbalances, negativities, heaviness from my left channel to the Mother Earth element. 母なるクンダリーに、どうか左の経路のバランスの乱れやネガティブなものを、不純なものをすべて母なる大地に吸収してください。Mother Kundalini, please take away all bad influences from my past. And please bring me to the present. 母なるクンダリーに、どうか過去からの悪影響から自由にしてください。現在、この瞬間にいさせてください。左の経路全体を浄化するマントラを唱えましょう。Let us take the mantra to purify the whole left channel. Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat。シュリマハカリバイラバのマントラを聞いてみましょう。オームワメサクシャシュリマハカリバイラバサクシャShri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah Now let us put the right hand at the left Swadhisthana chakra, the left side of lower abdomen. では右手を左の下腹部、スワディスタナチャクラに置いてみましょう。Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure divine knowledge. 母なるクンダリーに、どうか私に純粋な神聖な知識をお与えください。Please take away all impurities from this chakra. どうかすべての不純なものをこのチャクラから取り除いてください。右手を左の腹部、 レフトナビに置いてみましょう。Let us put the right hand at the left navi, left hand side of our stomach. Here we can take the affirmation. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am satisfied. I am generous.「このチャクラを浄化するために次のように言ってみましょう。母なるクンダリーニ、私はあなたの恩恵により完全に満足です。寛容です。このチャクラに対応する指先が左の中指です。チクチクした感じや重い感じが少しずつ消えていくのを感じていきましょう。Corresponding place in our fingers, tips, our left middle finger. Let us feel that the tingling or the heaviness is getting easier and is disappearing. Mother, by your grace, I am satisfied. 母なるクンダリーニ、あなたの恩恵により私は満足です。Now let us put the right hand at the left heart. 右手を左のハートに置いてみましょう。私たちのスピリットが内在するところです。本当のアイデンティティです。Let us put the right hand on the left heart. Here resides the spirit. The true identity. Mother, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. I'm not this body, this mind, this emotion. I'm not this ego. I am the pure spirit. 母なるクンダリーニ、私は純粋なスピリットそのものです。この体でも感情でもエゴでもありません。Now let us put the right hand at our left Vishuddhi, neck and shoulder corner. では右手を左のビシュディ、左の肩と首の間のところに 手を置いてみましょう。母なるクンダリーに、私は全く負い目がありません。Mother, by your grace, I am not guilty at all. 母なるクンダリーに、どうか私に自尊心や自信を持たせてください。Mother Kundalini, please allow me to have the self-esteem, the self-confidence, Now let us put the right hand back on our laps. 右手を膝の上に戻しましょう。左側が少し軽くなった感じをまずは感じてみましょう。Let us feel our left hand arm being lighter, feeling more relaxed, feeling the left whole side being purified. 左側全体が浄化された感じを左手や左腕全体で感じてみましょう。軽くなった感じを感じてみましょう。If you still feel some heaviness, tinglings in your fingers, let us say within our heart, I surrender all my catches, all my imbalances, all my impurities of the left side. まだ何か重みやチクチク感があるのであれば、私は大いなるものに委ねますと言ってみましょう。すべて委ねます。Now let us balance the right channel. Let's put the left hand towards the sky. では右の経路を浄化していきましょう。左手を天井の方に向けます。Mother Kundalini, I surrender my ego, my thoughts, my reactions. Please purify my right channel. Let there be balance in my right channel. 母なるクンダリにどうか右の経路を浄化してください。バランスをお与えください。 すべての思考、反応、エゴを浄化してください。Now let us take the mantra to purify the right channel. Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Saksha。では右側全体を浄化するマントラ。Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana のマントラを聞いてみましょう。Om Tvameva Saksha Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha。Let us put the left hand on the right Swadhisthana, the right side of the lower abdomen. では左手を右のスワディスタナチャクラ、右の下腹部に置いてみましょう。Here we can ask our Divine Mother to purify our attention. Mother Kundalini, please purify my attention. Let my attention be cool, focused, calm, peaceful. 母なるクンダリーに、どうか私の注意を落ち着かせてください。私の注意を、アテンションを浄化してください。The corresponding place in our fingers are the right palm. Let us feel this chakra on our thumb. 相当する箇所は右の親指です。このチャクラを感じてみましょう。Mother Kundalini, please purify this chakra. I do not want anything but to be peaceful. 母なるクンダリーに、どうか私を穏やかにしてください。Now let us put the left hand back on our laps. 左手を膝の上に戻しましょう。Let us put our attention on the central channel. 中央の経路に注意を置いていきます。母なるクンダリーに、どうかバランスの取れた 状態をお与えください。瞑想状態をお与えください。Mother Kundalini, please bless us with a complete balance, with a meditative state. Let us feel the peace and silence within ourselves. 私たちのうちに穏やかさや静けさがあります。それを感じていきましょう。母なるクンダリーに、どうか今この瞬間でいさせてください。静かな穏やかな状態を感じさせてください。Please let us feel the peace and silence. With any thoughts coming in, we simply say, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. いかなる思考が入ってきたとしても、私は許します。私は許します。私は許します。と言ってみましょう。In this meditative state, let us watch Mother's talk. この静かな状態の中で、シュリマタジの言葉を聞いていきましょ
う。What we have been doing, how we have been facing the problems, how people are creating problems. That's how our humanity started, acquiring a subtler understanding. And then we also realized that we are blessed by God, that there's something great that is always looking after us, some higher force, some special attention is there about us. This is what we realized. Today I was explaining how it happens. That how we realize that God is helping us. Any problem is an effect of some sort of a cause. Every problem. Like Mona wrote a letter that she was driving in a motorway and the car went out of control and the brake would not act. And there was a car coming from the right, car coming from the left, cars going in front and behind. And she felt that they'll be finished. Two of them were traveling to surgeries. So the cause was the car or the brake or whatever it was, mechanism, and the effect was all the problem. So now how to overcome that problem? Supposing you try to neutralize the effect, you cannot because cause is still there. You try to improve the cause, it doesn't work out. Then what to do? So the easiest thing is to cross the cause, to ascend over, to go beyond the cause. So the cause does not exist for you, so the effect does not exist. As long as the cause exists in your attention, the effect will be there. So what did she do? She just prayed to me. Just thought of me that Mother, now it's my last chance. That's all. So the cause disappeared. Because you go beyond it. And the effect also disappeared, and she was surprised. So you must ascend away from the cause. Now a problem. My wife is like this, my husband like this, my family life like this, surgeries are like this, all kinds of things are there. It's an effect. Now what's the cause? Is such and such person. Alright. Now how do you get negation of the cause? Surrender. You have the right to do that. You have a knack to do it. You can do it. You are capable of it. You are entitled to do it. But you don't do it, you forget. You just forget. If you surrender that cause, effects will go away. But that is the thing at that time to remember, that you have to ascend, to go beyond the cause is the best way to get rid of it. So, I've been playing with you. You had causes to say, oh Mother, this is the problem, I have no job, now I have a job, then the job is to be had, then the wife is not there, she must have a wife, and the wife has a problem, and she is to be divorced, and that is that, and this is that. Then I am like that, I am very bad because there's a bhoot in me. So the bhoot is the cause. And I am behaving like this because there's a bhoot in me. That's also a scapegoat, I think. So first you go beyond that, saying, what is bhoot? Who is bhoot? I know my mother. And Mother, you look after this bhoot of mine. That's all. But for that, an emergency has to come to you. Otherwise, you just don't with that power. When you are in an emergent condition, then it works out faster. When it is not emergency, it is half-hearted. Like Mona's condition. There was another case where a journalist was traveling from, I think Lonavala or something, and his brakes broke down, and he was with another journalist. So both of them were coming. This another journalist told me. The another one was surgery. So he found his brakes are not working, and he found his car is going. In front there is a big truck coming up and another truck coming from behind. And there was no way for him to turn or to get out of it, and his brakes were on. That was the emergency. Such an emergency that developed into his mind that, oh God, now the last moment has come. Now I'm finished. There's a truck coming from there and another truck, and within a split of a second he was to be finished. Then he just closed his eyes and he told his friend, think of Mother, that's all. And then what he found, that he was nicely crawling on the road and the trucks were left behind and the brake was working. But that emergency has to come. Human beings are such that unless and until they are put into tight corners, they never do that. Once they are in a tight corner, then they do it. That is the reason why people try to take ascetic life. Because if you are an ascetic, then you are in a tight corner. They go to Gobi desert to create that emergency within you. So then you think of God. You get attached. But that's too late to go to Gobi desert. They create problems for them to get into tight corners so that they can get out of it. But for Sahaja, if they are wise, they need not have. But how do we achieve it otherwise, without any getting tired? Only way is meditation. Everybody must meditate, is the point. If you do not meditate, you can continue for a while. You may be alright for a while, for 2-3 months, maybe 2 years, but then you drop. Many people think, oh, what's the need to meditate? You see, it's alright. If you don't meditate, it doesn't matter. It's not true. Because in meditation only you grow. In emergency you suddenly grow, no doubt. I mean, you just like a jack in a box, just come up with a spring. But if you have to have a continuous growth, then you must meditate, allow the thought, after thoughts coming, and then allow them to subside, because you rise into the state of thoughtless awareness, and in that thoughtless awareness you grow. And you grow in your detachment to the cause of all the effects. If there is no cause, there is no effect. But this is the problem with us, is that we do not meditate normally. Only when it comes to absolute last point, now you have to fall in the well, then we think of it. Maybe at that moment you are helped, but you don't grow. Growth can only come if you meditate. That is one very important part, is complete help to people who meditate. Otherwise, in the normal life, how do we grow? If we have no oxygen, we cannot grow. We have to have sufficient oxygen, we have to have sufficient food, we have to have all these things. But in spirituality, you grow through meditation. There is no way out. Those who think they can grow are bumptious. Actually bumptious people. Because they can talk a lot about Sahaja. I have seen people who talk too much about Sahaja. They can give big lectures, this, that, but have no vibrations at all. They can't do any work for Sahaja. They are not collective, they have no sense to be collective. All kinds of problems. But the growth is to be achieved through meditation. That is one part. That is, we can say, is the worship, is the puja. Then you don't have to give up anything, you just become detached. Detached from the cause itself. That's one point. Secondly, that this I would say will take you to the subtler side of your emotional bindings. Because emotional binding has given you certain identification, you are a Christian or a Hindu or a Muslim or this and that, or a British or any kind of a race, whatever you have to call it. All those things will drop out because you will be a detached person. So these emotional bindings, he is my brother, he is my sister, I am worried about my wife, I am worried about my child. All these emotional bindings which make you a smaller personality will drop out and you will have one emotional binding, is that I am growing in my compassion. compassion is active. My compassion is effective. My compassion is a light. My compassion gives me discretion. I am a yogi. And secondly, you read about Sahaja, you know about Sahaja Yoga, you know the technique of Sahaja Yoga, you raise your kundalini, you clean your chakras, try to understand about mantras, you master your mantras, you master your deities, you please them. All these things, when they are done properly, then your mental bindings will drop. Those who think they are great scientists, they will know that this is no science. The science of God's technique is much more. Those who think they are well-read people, when they read about Sahaja Yoga and work it out on themselves and see for themselves and on others, they will know that whatever they have read is all stupid, has no meaning, is empty. And that's a kind of an emptiness will come. Emptiness of ego. Because you see that knowledge is so great. Like Newton said that knowledge is like an ocean and I'm like a little child collecting some pebbles at its shore. What an understanding. So that emptiness comes in, and then the real knowledge starts coming. The identification with real knowledge comes. When you talk, that talk has an effect, that's a mantra. You just don't jabber, oh I know Sahaja Yoga, I've been in Sahaja Yoga for 15 years, good for nothing. You may be there for 100 years, but you may remain the donkey as donkey is. Absolutely. But you may remain there only for 1 year. And you may become from a donkey a human being and a yogi too. But that is what we have to, first of all, decondition ourselves by attaching ourselves emotionally to Mother. I mean, you have an advantage over many other yogis of the world who came for things that nothing to look for. They knew of a primordial mother, they knew about this, but they had no form. You have a form. You are very fortunate and lucky people, you have a form. It's easy to adore a form than to adore something abstract in the air, you see. Absolute consciousness, how do you adore it? When you touch it? But that attachment doesn't mean in any way that you have to give me anything. What do you give me? Nothing. But detachment from the cause. And this works out. You have seen it in your lifetime. You also say that it works out, but that's how it worked out. What is bandhan? It's nothing. But you are attaching yourself to your mother. You just telephoning to her. This is a telephone going to your mother. That's all. You know, I also play with you. I also say, all right, I'll give you a bandhan. I'm giving bandhan to myself. It's a telephone call. Just a telephone call. But the faith has developed now that yes, this is the real faith, where you get completely detached in your emotional things. It's just, my mother, all right, just give her a bandhan, finished. My father, give him a bandhan. My brother, give him a bandhan. What are you doing? Bandhan. What are you doing? You are putting them in the bonds of your mother. But you are not conscious that you are doing that. You are just binding them with the love of your mother which is flowing through your hand. What are these vibrations? It's your mother's love. You got it. It is flowing through you. But what about your love for your mother? And that is what I find that at the time when there is complete emergency, that surrender comes. And it works. So, there's no need to create any emergencies. You must slow and steadily work it out. And it will build up by itself. You will have that power in it, I assure. But meditation is one way, another is the knowledge of Sahaja. Not showing off, not telling others, but working it out on yourself. Different chakras, how they work out. On yourself, not on others. Once you start teaching others, it's a moot. You better learn it for yourself within yourself. I know who has mastered which chakra, which. Nobody tell others this is the way to do it, that is absolute nonsensical ego. So such things should not be done. If somebody asks you, you can tell. Individual. But on a large scale, you do not give lectures on that. And don't confuse people. Now, so we have two things that we have to get over our emotional grossness and our mental grossness. Same with our physical grossness. Physical grossness can be overcome if you surrender yourself to one medicine is vibrations. Like Anupama, my grandchild, told her mother, you were born in allopathy, then you are falling homeopathy. Tomorrow you will find out some jumbopathy, then some numbopathy. So, but I am born in God. And I follow only God's path. And God will look after me and God will cure me. So my daughter said, why? You may also change. He said, why? Because God never changes. Simple answer. God will cure me. But you must have that much assent to say that. As you just jump out at the time of emergency. Same sort of an urge, that same sort of a personality should be within you to say that. Just if you say, oh God, please save me. God has no time for such. You have no time for God. God has no time for you. Simple thing. So from sublime to mundane things when we come, we exist in both the things and we are effective. Whether we are in the lamp or in the light or in the oil, we are at a certain point. And we give the effectiveness without being the cause. Because you are beyond the cause. So there is no need to create any cause for anything, but you see the effect. So once the cause is finished, effect is achieved, and is achieved what is to be achieved. The correctness of it. The correct thing you get. You do not get perverse thing. But if you go with the cause, then you can have perversity, you can have all kinds of problems. So the best thing is to detach yourself from causes. And then you get the effect, like as I told you that the brake got all right. The effect was there. The car was all right. Everything was fine. So the effect was all right. But the cause was lost. There was no cause. Why? How? How the thing was perfected? If you ask the effect of it, you say, how did it get? You can't explain, it didn't work out. So because the cause is missing, you cannot put it to any cause. You sometimes say it's divine, whether it worked out. So the only cause that is really effective is divinity. But the divinity
Now let us continue being in meditation for a while. しばらく瞑想状態で静かな状態を楽しみましょう。Let us thank our Divine Mother for guiding us, for teaching us every step of our way. 神聖なお母さんに感謝いたしましょう。すべての導きと教えに感謝いたしましょう。では今日の瞑想を万談の動作で終わりにしましょう。So let us raise our Kundalini and take collective bandhan.
Okay, I hope you all enjoyed today's program and were able to attain this state of thoughtlessness. Again, recording of today's session is available on YouTube. Please feel free to use it for review purpose. We also need to maintain this flow by meditating regularly and nourishing ourselves by paying attention to our inner world. This will deepen your connection with yourself and the universal energy. I encourage you to incorporate meditation in your daily life, even though for a short period of time. We also cater requests for personal mentoring. Our experienced mentor will help you to apply Sahaja meditation in your daily life. Please contact us using the form given in the overview section of YouTube video. That concludes our session today. Good night.